Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. I've made tens of millions over my lifetime investing in houses, acreage, land, commercial buildings, industrial buildings. I keep about 130,000 square feet of rentals. I've just been really good at investing my whole life. Started at 19 years old. I wrote a book, Wake Up and Smell the Real Estate. It took off real well, and then I got a lot of demand for mentorship, so I've been doing that. But I thought we'd talk about what's a good mentor. I found this video that Kris Krohn had made. I thought, hey, let's just watch this. I think we have different ideas of what a good mentor is. To me, a good mentor is somebody that can answer your questions, gives you your time and answers your questions. But they got to want it. Everybody's got to want it. That's just how it works. So we'll get going to the video in a second. Let's talk about this video. I thought we'd watch this tonight, this one right here. Or how do you get a real estate mentor? Let's go ahead and watch.
I think a lot of people don't get a real estate mentor because frankly, we're afraid to invest in them or frankly, ourselves. And at the end of the day, we need a mentor. And when we don't have one, we make mistakes, or worse, we don't even try. We don't even get started. My name is Kris Krohn. I've been a mentor to people all over the world, helping them successfully invest in the game of real estate. And today I'm going to break down how.
So what he just said, he said he successfully mentors people all over the USA or the world. Has anybody ever seen a testimonial from Kris Krohn? Anybody ever say, hey, I made a bunch of money because of Kris? I just wonder if anybody's ever seen anything like that. Nope. Let's just keep watching.
How you find a good mentor and how you know if they're the right mentor for you.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
So because I'm asked on such a frequent basis, how do you get a real estate mentor? I want to share with you two things today that I think are most important for you to know and understand about mentoring, period. Number one, before I share them with you, I want to just be clear. What is a mentor? A mentor is someone who has done 10 times what you hope to succeed at. If you say, I want to retire in real estate, then find a mentor that's done that 10 times over. If you use that as just like a rule, you're going to tap into the most powerful education on the planet. The most powerful education is not in a university, and it's not always parents, and it's certainly not friends. The most powerful education to produce a result you haven't yet is to find someone that has done it over and over and over again, and even has the ability to articulate precisely how and why. Now,
so does anybody know how he's made his money? Because I've never really seen an actual deal. I mean, I understand he solicits money for people to go in on property with him. I mean, I saw a video where he went and he said, I'm actually going to buy 5 houses in 6 months, or like that was a big accomplishment, which the numbers didn't jive, because he also said he's bought 1,500 homes or 1,000 homes over a period of 10 years, which would mean he buys considerably more than that, per year. So I thought, that doesn't really add up. Those numbers aren't adding up. So it made me kind of do a double take on him. What brought my attention to Kris originally was when he did a video on Grant Cardone. And Grant is somebody else that I don't particularly like his stuff. But you're right. Yeah, fluff. Exactly. To me, this is all a bunch of fluff right here. This, it doesn't have a lot to do. It doesn't have anything to do with real estate, other than he's flying over some real estate. So anyways, so let's go ahead and keep watching. I may speed it up just a little bit. You say Kris got in trouble? Same thing as Cardone? Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I can't. I don't have any idea if that's true or not. Has anybody bought Kris Krohn's stuff? And I notice he doesn't really ever talk about how much it costs, where I think that's kind of interesting. He gets people involved in deals and leaves out huge chunks of information. Okay.
I'm going to just be clear. What is a mentor? A mentor is someone who has done 10 times what you hope to succeed at. If you say, I want to retire in real estate, then find a mentor that's done that 10 times over. If you use that as just like a rule, you're going to tap into the most powerful education on the planet. The most powerful education is not in a university, and it's not always parents, and it's certainly not friends. The most powerful education to produce a result you haven't yet is to find someone that has done it over and over and over again, and even has the ability to articulate precisely how and why. Now, that might be why you are a subscriber to this channel.
He said it with his own words. It's somebody that does something and articulates how and why. What I've generally seen him do is solicit other people's money to buy real estate and then be a partner. Give me your money, I'll buy a piece of property, and we'll be partners on the property that you just bought, or that we bought together, but with your money. Now, I don't know if that's his exact package, but that's what it sounded like. And but let's keep watching.
Is because on a daily basis, I drop a video on you and I say, hey, let me talk to you today about making money in real estate and how to do it and the mindset of it. And sometimes I talk about productivity and a couple other things that I think are tied, ultimately correlating to you being able to have wealth in real estate. So if you're saying, well, Kris, how do I get a mentor? A mentor is someone who has what you want. If that is me, I'm going to share with you 2 things you can do. And if it's not me, I'm going to share 2 things that you can do. So the first one is you want to find someone that actually has 10 times the result you hope to produce. And if you have that person, then what you need to do is learn from them.
I mean, I got to disagree with them. I mean, you want their knowledge. I mean, right? I mean, when I say I have a mentor, nobody taught me. I mean, look, I bought tens of millions of dollars of real estate, all kinds of property. I really didn't have a specific mentor. I read and I studied, but really I learned by doing. And because I did it all the time, now here I am 40 years later, and I own a lot of property, I have a lot of real estate, I have a lot of rentals. I have all this experience, okay? And so it's experience. It's sharing your experience. And let's keep watching.
Sometimes they're going to charge you money, but like free YouTube video here, guess what? Every day I come out with this video, I'm not charging you for it. So I
haven't learned anything, so I wouldn't want to get charged for this video personally.
Be your mentor and I can give you this training. For the part 1 and part 2, this all makes sense. It's like, great, Kris, you're my mentor. I subscribe to YouTube, I watch, but you know what? I feel weird because you're free and I'm not paying anything. So am I really getting everything?
Is anybody getting that vibe? I'm just curious.
Out of it that I can. I want you to understand that there's nothing wrong with free knowledge as long as you're acting on it. Which brings me to item number 2. You have to have a way of getting proximity to your mentor so you're not just reading their books or even listening from stage at their events. You actually...
No, I agree with that. You got to be accessible. If you're going to be a good mentor, I mean, you got to be, if you're going to charge for mentorship, you got to be accessible. And that's what I do. You guys know, everybody's got my cell phone. They got my text. Don't ask me something I've already taught you in class. I hold you accountable in that respect. But let's keep watching.
You have to have the ability to interact with them and connect with them and communicate with them. Have a phone call conversation, like dial them up and talk. If you can't do that, then your mentor is too distant to actually be able to help you. Some of you are like, Kris, does that mean that you're going to actually be like dropping your phone number? No, dude, my phone would freaking blow up if I did that.
So he's not. Let's hear that again. Listen to what he just said.
Dial them up and talk. If you can't do that, then your mentor is too distant to actually be able to help you.
So he said if you can't call your mentor up and dial up and actually talk to him, then he's too distant. And now listen to what he says after this.
Some of you are like, Kris, does that mean that you're going to actually be like dropping your phone number? No, dude, my phone would freaking blow up if I did that. I figured out a way to scale the very next best thing. You guys know.
Okay, so he won't be there. That's hilarious. So let's keep listening. This is hilarious. I don't even know where this is going.
Know that I am powered by a team of 200 experts I assembled that helped me do all of my real estate investing.
So he's powered by a team of 200 experts that he personally assembled. I don't really know anybody that knows what I know, okay? I mean, there's some people, I got a couple friends that I've known many years that are also investors, and they know a lot. And I'm not saying I know everything, don't get me wrong. Like Ben Mala has a different experience than me, and it's very valid. He's got 200 mentor experts. Think about what he said. Let's break this down a little bit. Earlier he said, in his idea of what a good mentor is somebody that's done 10 times.
You want to find someone that actually has 10 times the result you hope to produce.
Now, how are those 200 experts he's assembled? Have they done 10 times what you've done? Because if they've done 10 times what you've done or what you want to do, I don't think they'd be answering the phone for Kris.
All of my real estate investing, right? I have that team that basically takes shifts in my office and man a real estate coaching hotline. What that means is that you can be here and
I would love to see the application for that job. You know what, Kris? I think you ought to open up and show these experts sitting at their desks because I don't know how if you're going to get somebody that is a real estate expert, like you said, and they got 10 times the knowledge of the people calling in, I don't know how you can even afford them. Let's keep watching.
And get all the training from you. You can look at my videos on lease options or seller financing deals or flipping deals or everything that you're learning about. But then you actually have a hotline that you can go and connect.
So now what is not clear to me is, and what I don't see demonstrated from Kris, has he flipped deals? Has he done these things that he professes to teach you through these 200 experts? And have the 200 experts have this expertise? Because I don't see it.
With and actually talk to my team and say, hey, Kris was talking about this today. What did he mean? Or how would I do that? Or what are the steps? Or where do I get the paperwork? Or what do I do? Or I want this and I don't even know where to start. That's what you really need in a mentorship. I might be that mentor, but if I'm not, but whatever you want to excel in, whatever you want to succeed at, whether it's wealth and finance and money, or whether it's health and nutrition, whatever area, relationship coach, you need to find someone that has 10 times.
How about salesmen? Mentorship in sales and marketing, I think Kris might be pretty good.
Excel in whatever you want to succeed at, whether it's wealth and finance and money, or whether it's health and nutrition, whatever area, relationship coach, you need to find someone that has 10 times the result that you want. And then you need to make sure you can get proximity to connecting with them, talking with them, communicating with them. If you have that, that's where you really have a shot of crushing it and allowing that mentorship to do something for you. If your mentor is a good mentor, a year from now, your life should be many times further along than where it's at today. So if you've never had a mentor before.
Okay, so I think he's been doing this for about 10 years. So you'd think he'd have some testimonials, right? Some success stories. In his own words, what he just said.
Mentor. A year from now, your life should be many times further along than where it's at today. So if you've never had a mentor before, get a mentor. How you know that you have a mentor is that, one, they have 10 times your results. You can learn from them. And number 3, you've got a way to connect with them. Now, in the link below, you're going to learn about my coaching hotline, which, trust me, friend, it's as good as speaking directly with me, because this is my team that executes on everything that I'm teaching you right now. So these are the people in the trenches that are in the weeds, that are doing the deals, that are
They sound like they're on the phone.
Putting the contracts together, that are buying the homes, that are witnessing, seeing, and observing the entire process. And that's the best that I can do here. And the good news is that if you actually click the link and find out what it costs, I promise you're going to say, no freaking way. There's no way he made unlimited help available during their daytime business hours, but you can call and talk. There's no way all that coaching is available for that price. And I've done that in service.
But he's not going to tell us the price.
And crush it. Thank you for being a subscriber.
Oh man, look, we got to hear that again.
It's the best that I can do here. And the good news is that if you actually click the link and find out what it costs, I promise you're going to say, no freaking way. There's no way he made unlimited help available during their daytime business hours, but you can call and talk. There's no way all that coaching is available for that price. And I've done that in service of you.
That's a fantastic
I want to see
deal.
you go out there and crush it. Thank you for being a subscriber.
All right. I don't know what you guys think of that stuff. Please comment. I'm curious. I really am curious. Yeah, you haven't seen any testimonials? I mean, he's like a Grant Cardone. Grant buys apartments. I think he buys houses. So any more comments? He's Grant Cardone, but with less lawsuits. Now, look, I don't know. I think Kris, if you're watching, I think you ought to show some testimonials. Show these experts. I find it tough to believe that you got guys in your office and that would sit at the phone during business hours, 9 to 5 or whatever you said earlier. So look, I'm going to talk a little bit about my mentorship here real quick. I've been buying and selling real estate 40 years now. Started at 19 years old. I've got all kinds of property. I've got land, acreage, industrial property, all kinds of stuff. I'll show you some of my stuff. Check this out. See this property right here in the center here? I paid $220,000 for that property. I have that property sold right now for $1.7 million. Okay, that's $1.5 million profit on that thing. Now it's been over a period of 10 years that I've held it, but it's made nothing but money since day one. These are the kinds of things that you're going to learn from me in my mentorship. And you're going to see, real deals. And that's, it makes a world of difference. It just really does. It makes a world of difference. I don't know if you guys saw that staging video, but I got that house staged. But on the way to doing that staging video, I'd made the other video. Maybe I do have that video. But it's those kinds of deals that I think prove credibility. when you're showing what you've actually done. And I mean, I can jump all over the place and show you properties that I've bought all over the state, right? All over the USA. Let me think. So I'll give you a project shot here real quick. I know some of you guys probably already seen some of this projects, right? So, I told you guys I was going to show you this the other day. Let me jump around here. Look you. Yeah, guys, you can take the mentorship, and by the way, it does go up. It's going up. I mean, I've been charging $600. I was doing it for free. I've been helping a lot of people for a long time. So these are some properties that I bought out in the desert outside of Lancaster, California. This one here, I bought this one from an actor here. I don't know if this will take me to it or not. So here's a property I bought that was actually in the path of progress. When I bought this property, this overpass wasn't here, okay? I knew it was coming. And I bought this property for $60,000, made, 400% or 500%, more than that. Yeah, on average, probably I made close to 500-600% on it. I was looking at land on the outside. These are as a subdivision. You still see there's vacant lots here and there. A lot of the vacant lots I've sold, they're not vacant anymore. See, I built some homes here myself, and I started realizing, you know what? The money's in the land. I mean, I made $60,000 on a house, build a house in about 90 days and makes $60,000. It was pretty good money. I would buy a lot for $10,000 and I'd sell it for $25,000. I'd get my $10,000 back and I'd carry a note, and then I have $250 a month coming in. I think I went through 60 lots in the end, and this is like in my 20s. While that's going on, then I'm buying houses and buildings and different things that I can find. And if I'm boring you guys, let me know. So this is a house I bought for $34,000, and it looks like a wreck right now. It doesn't look like this is what it looks like right now. It looked better than that when I bought it for $34,000. I needed a partner. I didn't have the money. So my partner came up with the money, bought the place, and then he said, "Hey, Tom, I want to keep it." So instead of selling it for $50,000, he just gave me half of the profit I would have made if we sold it for $50,000, and he gave me $7,000. Pretty soon I was able to buy, properties because I had made enough cash, these, $7,000, $10,000, $10,000, $250 a month coming in here, $100 a month coming in here, all this money coming in. Pretty soon it was like, before I made my first $1 million, I was still doing great. I mean, I had, $3,000 or $4,000 a month coming in on land that I'd flipped. I bought and sold this place you see right in front of you. I bought that for $105,000 and sold it for $220,000. Get my book. My book is where you start. You get a book. I mean, you can read it on Kindle. You can read the first 3 chapters, I think, for free. Go to my website, put your name in on the bottom, or go to Kindle and wherever you buy the books and Audible and listen to it for free. A part of it you can listen to for free. We're only talking $10 or $20, so it's peanuts. If you got a passion after you read the book, get in the mentorship, because in the mentorship it'll just blow your mind. Check this out. Okay, those are houses I bought. This building here, I bought this. This is an apartment building. I bought this one and the one across the street from it for $340,000. I mean, that was about 1/5 of what it cost to build. Okay, I made millions of dollars on these properties. I bought this for $210,000. This building right here, and I sold it for $1.2 million. $55 a unit. Property I still own here. This is a commercial strip center. They got restaurant, bar, hair cutters, massage parlor, tattoo guy, dry cleaners, bringing 6 figures a month in rents from the rentals. And I built that building in 2002. There was a house here I bought for $300,000. But this is an amazing deal. I still own that. That's a beautiful property. That's an elementary school. To be the gym right here. And over here in the corner, way back here, it was a play yard. That was a Montessori school. The other one was a dance school. I own both of those buildings as well still today. You should demand in something, if you're going to pay somebody to mentor you and teach you. Okay, look, this is one of my Zoom classes. Every Saturday, I do a live Zoom. When you get into the mentorship, so every question that could be asked about that, between 100 people watching that are serious about learning, ask those questions. So you get the benefit of all those questions. The questions you would have asked if you were in there. So but it goes in so much deeper stuff. It goes into deals and things I've done that aren't in the book, and just really, really awesome stuff. And I got people from Australia, Puerto Rico, all over the globe in here. Really, really, it's becoming like a family of a sort to me. I really do enjoy it. If you look, everybody's between 25 and 45 mostly, and that's your prime time. That's when you got the most energy and you got the most incentive to work and make money. I want you to believe me because there's so many people that are so full of crap. It's hard to believe anybody, right? So look, this is a sky view that covers probably 20 miles, right? Remember I told you I have a barbell. Well, here's a barbell here, right? Around my work. If you can see that, let me zoom in a little bit. So here's the barbell, right? Right here. And then here's the line. And then here's the other side of that real estate barbell. It looks like a barbell. Properties around work, and properties around your home. And that's what this is. These are the properties around my home, and these are the properties that were around my work. And this is 20 years ago. I have a whole new barbell now in a completely different area. And if you just got here, look, subscribe. If you love real estate or you want to be involved with it, there's no better way than to get started with my book. When I wrote this book, I wrote it for my boys. I have 4 kids. I had twin boys, and I got 2 girls just got out of college. They're not really interested in real estate right now, but I wrote it with them in mind, right? If this takes you, your interest, and you develop a passion for real estate, then jump into my mentorship. Starting the 15th, I've been doing it for free for the last few years, helping people in general. But believe me, you get a lot of my time. And you see the videos, if you looked earlier in this video, you see that I spend time with my guys. I've got texts from some of my students here, and I'm responsive. Because here's the deal. At first, I was afraid, like Kris said, oh, my phone will be blowing up. Well, I was concerned that my phone would be blowing up. If you do a good job teaching, your phone doesn't blow up. Hey, I got this deal. I'm about to make a ton of money. I got, just like a little nuance or something. That's the kind of support I like because I'm giving you the tools. Like I'm saying, here's the fishing bowl. Go fish. And when you get one on the line, I'll show you how to bring it in. Taught you how to fish. Bringing it in, that's a little more, sometimes takes a little more skill set. And that's the best analogy I can give you right now. There's nothing like real estate. It's the easiest way to get rich. Takes no education. It's no education you can learn in a school. And that's why I'm telling you, you can learn in my course for $1,000. And for me mentoring you, me personally mentoring you, let's just go here. Let me just show you something real quick here. My webpage here, right? Okay, from here, if you go up here and you go to the mentorship page, first you can go to the book page here, and you'll see testimonials. This guy, Jeb Fuller's great guy, knowledgeable guy. And that's one of the greatest things is I get great raving testimonials from people that have been in the business for 30 years that say they learned something. And I don't really know anybody that's been as active as I have been on so many deals. I'm not saying there aren't people that are richer. There are people that have gotten richer. But that's the best thing about real estate. This is a nice check. This guy sent in, he told me he made $25,000. He showed me his check for $39,000. And you know what he did after he made that money off the book? He joined the mentorship. He's in the mentorship right now. Real great guy. Here's the mentorship. This testimonial, these guys right here, within weeks of getting through the class, they started landing deals. And I can't promise you that that'll happen. Because that's like 3 out of probably 50 at that time. Mentored more than that, and there's people making smaller deals. And Rui, who's just in here right now, he said, Rui just wrote, Robert, he's in Portugal. The things that bring opportunities about happen over and over again in every city, in everywhere in the world. This is what I've been doing for 40 years. You'll see that I walk the talk. I have 130,000 square foot of rentals that I take care of daily. Plus, then I keep about 30,000 square feet of properties that I'm flipping and turning. You just got here, please subscribe. I promise you, I'm not a fraud. I'm not a fake. Please subscribe. Appreciate it. It helps the channel. And hit that like button. That also helps, but also commenting. I got nothing to hide and everything to share. Thanks.